Welcome back to Terry's Lounge, folks. I'm your host, Toilet Terry. On this episode, we are going to start with, as usual, how many dad jokes can I tell in a minute, followed by how many yo mama jokes can I tell in a minute, and then that followed by, of course, as usual, how many storytelling jokes can I tell in a minute. Let's get started with the dad jokes, shall we? Why did the priest giggle in the middle of his sermon? He found it quite punny. What kind of car does Jesus drive? A Chrysler. Why don't church bells ever get lost? Because they have a bell curve. Why did the choir bring a ladder to church? To reach the high notes. How does Moses make his tea? He brews it. Why did Noah never go fishing? Because he only had 2 worms. Why did the pastor go to space? So he could be closer to heaven. Why did the pastor bring a string with him to church? In case he had to tie the knot. Nice work on the dad jokes. Now for the yo mama jokes. Yo mama's so religious, her Bible has a frequent reader card. Yo mama is so holy, she has her own reserved pew. Yo mama is so prayerful, even her Wi-Fi password is amen. Yo mama's so holy, she makes the Pope look like an atheist. Yo mama's so generous, she donates 110%. Yo mama's so holy, every time she walks past the church bells, they play just because she's walking by. Yo mama's so dedicated, she makes the church choir sound like backup singers. Yo mama's so righteous, she got a speeding ticket one time for running to church. Yo mama's so virtuous, even the saints ask her for advice. Nice work on the yo mama jokes. Now for the storytelling jokes. A burglar breaks into a house one night. As he's walking around the place, he hears a mysterious voice go, "Jesus is watching you." Scares him half to death. He looks around, but there's nothing. And again, he hears it. "Jesus is watching you." At this point, he's nervous. He looks around and he's like, "Who said that?" And suddenly he spots a parrot and he's like, "Did you say that, parrot?" And he goes, "Yes." He says, "Okay. What's your name, Mr. Parrot?" He says, "My name is Clarence." The man crosses his arms and says, "Clarence? What kind of an owner would name their parrot Clarence? For God's sake." Clarence then replies, "The same kind of people who would name their pet Rottweiler Jesus." Well, I hope you guys got a good kick out of those jokes, just as much as I did. I know I did. It is now time for...
Hold up.
Greetings, Toiletarians. I am your host, Toilet Terry, and you guys are all watching Toilet Talk with Terry. That's me, obviously. The discussion topic for this episode is clumsy nanas. There is one particular group of people in our lives who bring us continuous joy and laughter. I am talking, of course, about our nanas. But all of them have one thing in common. One, they're all a bit clumsy. You guys know what I'm talking about. I have a nana who is the epitome of clumsiness. I'm talking about a woman who can trip over her own shadow. She once tried to answer the phone and ended up watering her plants with a cup of coffee. Now the plants are wide awake, but at least they're perky. All nanas have this unique ability to turn any house chore into a full-blown circus act. Like when they're vacuuming the rug, for example. Have you ever watched your nana try to vacuum a rug? It's like watching a toddler try to navigate through an obstacle course. She's dodging furniture, spinning around, and finds herself vacuuming the same spot for 10 minutes straight just because she gets distracted by a speck of dust that she insists looks like Uncle Joe. And don't even get me started about Nana in the kitchen. It's a battlefield in there. She's making dinner, and all of a sudden, it's like a scene from a crude slapstick comedy. Flour everywhere, pots clanging, and somehow she managed to get some spaghetti sauce on the ceiling. And you're like, Nana, how did you manage to make that happen? She just shrugs and says, it adds character to the house. And then there's the grocery store. Taking Nana grocery shopping is always an adventure. She's pushing around the shopping cart, and suddenly she finds herself knocking over a pyramid of canned beans with the cart. It's like bowling for grandmas. I'm serious. You're standing there apologizing repeatedly to the store clerk, while Nana is just sitting there smiling and laughing and grinning, nodding and saying, well, hey, at least I got a strike. And what is it with Nanas and their mysterious purses? My Nana's purse, I swear, is like a black hole. She could be rummaging in there for her glasses and then find a stick of gum from 1985. Find a coupon to a store that closed down 20 years ago. Find a remote control in there for a TV we no longer own. I swear, I would not be surprised if she could survive 20 to 40 days in the wilderness with that mysterious purse of hers. But despite all the chaos, you can't help but to love them. A Nana's clumsiness is just part of her charm. My Nana once tried to give me a hug and ended up poking herself in the eye. We laughed so hard that we were in tears. That's the magic of a clumsy Nana. They always tend to bring joy and laughter to us in the most unexpected ways. So here's to all the clumsy Nanas out there. You keep our lives interesting and remind us that it's okay to laugh at yourself now and then. Just maybe stay away from power tools. Okay? So I guess the moral of this episode could be something along the lines of, Nanas teach us that it's okay to laugh at ourselves. It's okay to laugh at ourselves. And that's all I have to say about that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, this discussion topic. Don't forget to drop a like on this video if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button for more upcoming content, which will be amazing. Y'all won't want to miss it? All right. Keep it real. Peace out.
Hold up.
It is now time again for impressions, starting right now. If you move from that chair one more time, you're going to the principal's office. You understand me? Okay? I'm so glad to see you. Toilet Terry has a face as a butt. Hello? Yo, hi. So you the one who hit my car? Well, you left your phone number on my windshield. Yo, stop yapping and listen. Listen, B, you scratched my fender and busted out my taillight. I'm not fat. Shut up. Shut up. No. Well, I hope you guys got a good kick out of those impressions. I know I did. It is now time for...
What do y'all think of this idea? I printed out a bunch of Mad Lib sheets with fill in the blanks on them. I gave them to my friends and said, fill in the blanks and use the most ridiculous words, and then I will post a video of me reading it for the first time, trying not to laugh. Shall we? This story is entitled Space Exploration. Hello, my name is astronaut Fatso. I am on my way to planet 2D. I will be gone for 42 days. I am very aroused about the trip, but I will miss my mommy. I have heard the atmosphere there is spooky. Seriously? Luckily, my fat grandma packed me a jacket to keep me toasty. When I land on the planet, I will fart for joy. I am psyched to walk on another planet. I could not be more hyped for this trip. Okay then. Well, that's all we have time for today here on Tall Tales with Terry. See you on the next episode. I wrote down random questions. And then I had my assistant, Teddy Tidwell, write down random words. 10 questions, 10 random words. I read the questions, he reads the words, and whatever the words are the answers. Let's get started, shall we? What is your absolute favorite childhood memory? East Bumfuzzle? What is your favorite place in the whole universe? Fartersville? What is the most adventurous thing you have ever done? Gobble? What is your dream job? Garfunkel? What's the number one thing you like to do to pass the time? Kerfuffle? What is your favorite story of all time? Wabbit? If you could meet any dead famous person, who would it be? Snorkel? What is a talent that you wish you had? Blubber? What is the number one aspiration or goal you are working towards? Malarkey? What is the most unique thing about you? Brahahaha. Well, that's all we have time for, folks. I hope you guys got a kick out of that just as much as I did. Don't forget to drop a like on this video if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button for more upcoming content, which will be amazing. Y'all won't want to miss it. All right, keep it real. Peace out.